All right. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this lovely evening. Yeah, we were just chatting. Like Ian's like, it's dinner time. I'm like, well, I'm PST. It's just 3 o'clock. Sorry. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna run and get some food after this because I definitely would at 6 o'clock too. But shout out to Ian and Jimmy for joining me today. We're going to be chatting about USO, the World of Tanks community, and why Jimmy decides to fundraise for USO. So I'm super excited for the chat today. Thank you all again for joining us. If you don't know who I am Ashley, also known as Miss Ash Rocks in a streaming space. Tiltify's community manager. I get to chat with cool people like Ian and Jimmy, highlight their stories, and help them share their experiences using our platform. So thank you everybody again for hanging out with us today, this evening. We're going to throw the round of introductions to Ian. Ian, if you could tell us a little bit about yourself and your role at USO, we'll be super grateful.
Yeah. First, thank you for having me. Super
Yeah.
excited to be here. So my name is Ian Wright, aka Yaki. That's what most people in the digital space know me as. I am the USO's global gaming community manager. So much like you, Ash, community manager, meaning I get to talk to cool people like Ash and Jimmy. Um, I am an Army veteran, and I have been with the USO for about 4.5 years. I started off working at a desk as an executive assistant, and then kind of stumbled and found my way into this gaming position eventually.
And are you like originally like have you been gaming all your life or you
Yeah.
just stumbled into the gaming
Oh
industry?
yeah. My earliest memories are playing Donkey Kong on like NES, and then like GoldenEye on N64 and Star Fox and a bunch of like couch co-op games, and my parents being very strict and not letting me play video games except on the weekends, and basically telling me it was a waste of time. And now I send my mom monthly text messages. They're like, just a reminder, I get paid to do this now, so good parenting. uh just kidding. I love my
Ah.
parents, obviously.
Your parents took care of you. They had every good intention for you, right?
They tried.
Gosh, you have me having some nostalgia here. Donkey Kong, GoldenEye. Ooh, I need to find a way to play that right now because now I'm gonna try to search for a way to play that. Thanks, Ian.
You're
I
Thanks.
think
welcome.
I
Here
think
for
they
you.
did a
Thanks.
remake of GoldenEye not long ago. You might be
They
able to find it.
they
Ooh, okay. And also, y'all, we're having technical difficulties with Ian. He might disappear for half a second, but
yeah.
he's still here with us.
I'm still here.
He's still here. Well, thank you for sharing a little bit about your role at USO and, how long you've been there and why you do your job. So can't wait to learn more throughout this stream. So we're going to throw the next intro to Jimmy. And Jimmy is from Jimmy and Nubs. And Jimmy, if you could touch on, that collab stream you have with your partner, that would be awesome too. But tell us a little bit about content creation journey and everything.
So me and my wife a couple years ago, we decided to make a. Well, I kind of guilted her into making a Twitch stream with me. Would be a better, more accurate description. And so we've both been big nerds since well before. I think it both started at birth. But we both loved video games, and then it was kind of like our journey together. Of like I discovered Twitch streaming right around the same time that I started playing World of Tanks. And so after a while, she kind of had a bit of an interest in it. She's got her own bit of popularity and celebrity. She was just in the Mayans last week, or no, 2 weeks ago. Um, and so together we decided we were going to make this Twitch channel that would have kind of both of us and give a little bit of our the flavor of both, because we're still very individual people. Um,
Mhm.
like she's a very bright and like complete social butterfly, and usually I'm a little stern. She's everybody goes to her with all of the life stories, and then they just kind of stare at me like, I don't know about him. But so we made it together so that we could kind of share our banter back and forth, because we do rib each other quite a lot when we're playing games. And yeah, if you ever come to the channel, you'll probably hear us talking crap to each other.
I
Uh,
love it. And what games do you both usually play together?
we were doing the most recent one. We were doing a dual playthrough of Mass Effect, the whole new trilogy when they redid it. We played it side by side, and she was Paragon, and I played Renegade. And so we kind of played them together to see like where it would split off and like what different choices would affect. And
That's
it was
cool.
actually pretty
Mhm.
cool.
That's awesome. I got to check out the VOD. Is there a VOD up? Because I really want to watch that.
Maybe it's been a while. And we need
Okay.
to finish out Mass Effect 3.
Darn.
We did
Okay.
1 and
Finish
2.
it.
We're still working on 3.
Yeah, I can't enjoy that game by myself with my own playthrough, but I love watching other people play it. So you let me know when you're back on it, Jimmy. Don't
Will
forget,
do.
you message me, okay? Because I want to
Promise.
watch it. I think that would be really fun to watch both of you playing. That's awesome. And that's so sweet. And it just makes my heart flutter. And how long have you been married or really known each other?
My wife and I met the first time. I think I'm gonna mess this up.
Oh, oh,
We met the
oh.
first time. It's all right. She has a worse memory than I do, so she can't yell at me too much. So we met the first time in 2009, and then we started dating in late 2010. We got married in November of 2013. So we've been together coming up on a decade next year.
I love it. That's beautiful. Yeah, me and my partner, it's been 9 years. So we're high school sweethearts. And I
Aw.
keep getting a question, when you getting married? When you get married? I'm like, I don't know. It's
I,
Oh, my mom,
scary.
my
I'm currently planning and paying for a wedding, and so my advice
ooh,
is
Ooh.
elope. Like,
elope.
get married, just elope. Like
Okay.
courthouse, find a pretty field somewhere. Do your thing. Like, oh,
Yes.
yeah,
That way it's
You-
more for you and less for the family.
yep, yeah, do it.
My parents kept pressuring me and her to get married. Like, oh, you guys should. When are you gonna do it? When are you gonna do it? Like, I don't know. Whenever we feel like it.
right? Oh, that's just ooh, I feel for you, Ian. That's a lot. That's a lot to set up for. It's a lot of money too. I'm like, all this money could have went towards, I don't know, video games
Yeah,
or something else.
yep, yep.
Well, good luck with your planning. Super excited to hear, how the event went and everything afterwards. So, congrats! I didn't know you were
Thanks.
planning, Ian.
Yeah,
That's so sweet. I just love lovebirds. Yeah, I love. You'll learn that quickly. I'm just all about romance and love. But we have some amazing people here in chat. Welcome in to all the new faces. We have Ted in the building, Violet one, and of course Jemmy's here, and Patty. Welcome in, Ribbon and White and JP and Donkey Ripoff. That's I like that name. I Donkey. Welcome in. Thank you, everybody. USO was amazing for me when I was in the Marines. Cannot recommend it highly enough. Oh, it's
B
amazing.
BTEB was the partial brains of the operation, or probably
Ah,
a lot of it for our last couple of runs of this. So
yeah.
big shout out to him.
big shout out to Ted. Ted. That's cute. I like it. Just remember, just go with what they say. For weddings, just go with whatever they say. Is that what you mean, Mocha?
I
And Izzy says, I have so many fond memories from the USO as a former military kid. Oh, if you want to share those memories, you can too,
yeah,
Izzy.
love
We'd
to
love
hear
to hear
those.
them. Yeah. Made your experience as a military kid really enjoyable? Oh, please. We want to hear those stories. Share them with us. And Ian, did you have anything to say? I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut you off there.
No, no, I was gonna say I love hearing stories about people's
Yeah.
USO experiences. It's really incredible to hear them in a new format, right? Like things through Twitch chat.
Hmm.
It's you always you'll get letters
Oh,
or people will call. But like having a whole new community on Twitch talk about their USO experiences. And I've had people in
yeah.
Twitch chat say like when I was in Vietnam, I saw Bob Hope, and I'm like, you were in Vietnam and you're on still on Twitch, like you're a legend. Let's hang out. Like I bet you have some cool stories.
Yes.
So it's really cool to see an entirely new community get to talk about their experiences with the USO, and I really really appreciate hearing them.
Yes, please share them, Izzy. Big 4th of July events, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and their building in Okinawa had the best slushy machine. Oh my gosh, what a memory to have. Yeah, that would be something I would remember too. I'm like, yep, that was the time where I had the best slushies ever.
I
Your elementary
do
school was named for Bob Hope. Wow.
I do
Okay.
remember they brought a bunch of a couple of football players, and I believe some of the actors from The Sopranos over at one point in 2010. So that was pretty cool to kind of meet some of them.
Yeah, when I was active, when I was I'm an Army veteran, so when I was active duty, I met the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders twice. So shout out to them. Apparently they've been doing it for a long time, so I love to hear that. And I met the cast of Spartacus, which was really really cool. Some of, not the whole cast obviously, but I
I was
met
gonna say,
a
was
few
that
of the actors.
emasculating?
Yes, like 150%, because like you're surrounded by army dudes all day, and like some of them are these big
Yeah.
hulking guys, and then these guys show up, and it's like none of you are a threat anymore. There are gladiators here, which was it was cool. Yeah,
Oh, I'm jealous. All these cool people you all have met and all these memories. Yeah, I want to hear them all. But first off, I know there's some individuals that are here, supporting Jimmy, supporting USO, supporting the Tiltify stream. There might be some people in here that don't know what USO is. And so if you can give us a briefing about USO and, the mission of the cause, that would be amazing.
yeah,
This one won't leave me
absolutely.
alone.
Um, oh, cute. Oh, apparently, well, yeah.
She was
Yeah,
while I
so
touch her.
the USO is United Service Organizations. We have been around since 1941. We are an 81-year-old military nonprofit, and our mission is to connect military service members to family, home, and country. And so the way we do that is through a bunch of different ways. So obviously, our celebrity tours, right? If you're deployed or overseas, or even if you're just stationed somewhere in America, we have our USO tours where we bring celebrities and we bring entertainers to meet and mingle with the troops and show their support. We recently had one with Channing Tatum. I now am in possession of a video of Channing Tatum playing with puppies, and I will tell you right now that is kryptonite for anyone. Um, and we do our celebrity tours. We have our airport centers, which a lot of people know us for. Whenever I talk to people at the USO, your airport people, right? That is one of our biggest programs that we offer. Our airport centers all over the world that offer lounges and relaxation areas and refreshment for our service members who are traveling, whether they're traveling on official orders somewhere or just traveling on vacation or going home to see their family. No matter what they're doing, we're there to support them. We have our transition program, so we're supporting military service members while they're in, and if they decide that they no longer want to serve, or if they're deciding they're going to leave the military, we're still supporting them through that transition process. And actually, after they leave, we're helping them find jobs, we're helping them get education, we're helping them move, like do different things like that. We have reading programs for kids. We have all kinds of things, and then obviously I'm most invested in our gaming program, and our gaming program is kind of our newest tool that we're using to connect to not only our current military, but that younger generation that are joining the military and are coming in, and that use gaming to connect with their friends and with their family. Like I cannot tell you the last time I picked up my phone and called someone and talked to them, but I talk to my friends all the time when I'm playing through Discord or through the Xbox Party Chat or whatever I'm using. And so that's just a new method for us to allow them to connect to their friends and family back home, as well as create gaming centric activations. So tournaments that they can compete against other service members for prizes. We
Ooh.
we did back in November. We did our salute to service in partnership with the NFL, and we actually had an Xbox and a PlayStation tournament, and they gave us 2 tickets. Sorry, 4 tickets to the Super Bowl. So the winner of the PlayStation got to bring a guest, and the winner of the Xbox tournament got to bring a guest, and we actually took them to the Super Bowl. They got to meet a lot of famous players like Rob Gronkowski and DeAndre Hopkins, so we create those gaming centric events for them, and then we've started to slowly partner or sort of merge that entertainment thing I was talking about with gaming. So instead of like The Rock going on a tour, it would be a content creator or maybe a professional esports organization going, and so them going, getting to meet the service members is our next phase that we're getting into. So um, USO, we do a lot of things. Like I said, I've been doing it for 81 years, and gaming is the newest iteration of that.
Awesome. And like you said, you've been doing it for 4 years now. So I bet you have a lot of experience and memories from the 4 years you've been doing it. So
I do.
that's awesome. I'm kind of jealous of you. You get to work with cool people that do so much good, you know,
I do.
in
We
this
have
world.
we have an
And
incredible team at the USO. Not only at the USO as a whole, which obviously we do, but our gaming team as well is super super strong, and I work with some incredible people.
Ooh, can you tell us any memories some of your favorite memories throughout the last few years you've been at USO?
Yeah, I mean, a non-gaming memory would be after Hurricane Michael hit Florida. I went down with the USO. We took a couple mobile units down there, and actually embedded with the National Guard and supported the National Guard as they helped with disaster relief for all the people who were displaced after the hurricane hit on the Panhandle of Florida. And I spent like 10 days basically driving around northwest Florida with a trailer just throwing Gatorades and monsters out the back at our National Guard. Like, what do you need? I'll be back in 6 hours, you know. And it was really cool to see them kind of come running up and like have orders ready for us. Like, hey, I've got 3 guys that are out on a rotation out here, and like kind of have that camaraderie and them knowing that we're there to support them was really really rewarding. And then we had a tournament, a gaming tournament. It's my gaming memory a few months ago where we had a service member who was stationed, I believe, in Japan. I want to say he was stationed overseas. He actually played in the tournament with his son, and so it was like a father-son duo playing in the tournament together. And so that was a way we got to have them connect and play in the tournament. Which is really nice because that is one of the things that people don't think about is the USO. We do our core mission statement is to connect service members to family, home, and country, but part of that is that family element. So we also support the family members. So if you're a dependent of a current serving service member, you're part of that USO family and support system. And so that's another thing is we have our dependents participating in our events as well.
That's amazing. Wow. I like how the core mission really is just about the family because being away from your family for X amount of time, that really impacts, the relationship. And you take the time to make sure they still have that connection and get to communicate. And that's beautiful. I love that. Yeah. Thank you for sharing the mission about USO and all the work that they've been doing all these years. That's incredible. And can we ask, how do donations directly impact and help your mission?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh,
Range anywhere from am I breaking out again? I'm sorry.
you're good.
It's
No, you're
okay.
good. You're good.
It, it 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 can range anywhere from something as simple as like a hygiene kit or a quick snack package that we're giving to a service member as they're passing through a location, or literally if they're about to deploy. You'll see photos of service members lined up as they're literally getting on a plane to leave the country to deploy overseas, and we'll have our USO volunteers standing out there handing them snack packs, hygiene kits, bottles of water, just something to keep them going as they're traveling. It can range something small as that to something as far as our transition program, right? Like your dollars are directly helping a service member find employment or get enrolled into a college they can further their education. Um, Going from things that it used to be the phone cards, right? Use the phone card on a payphone. Those have kind of moved away just because payphones don't really
You
exist
can't
anymore.
find a payphone these days.
Exactly. Actually, in New York City, I think New York City just removed their last payphone yesterday. I think was like this big thing.
Wow.
But so now instead of that, now we're setting up Wi-Fi in remote locations so that service members can use Wi-Fi to call back home. Or we're setting up computer banks overseas so service members can use those to connect back home, or they can take care of business. I know for me, when I was deployed in the Army, the USO Center is actually where I went to apply to college, and I actually because it was the only place that had a phone that I could actually call back and talk to the admissions office. So
Um,
it can be anywhere from that snack pack to setting up phone bank overseas to a Wi-Fi area, and now the new thing that we're doing is we started building USO Gaming Centers. So I was talking to Jimmy before we got on this call at Eglin Air Force Base. We just opened our first official USO Gaming Center. We have USO centers over 250 all over the world, but this is our first center that is a gaming center. So it has 24 top of the line PCs, like 3090 graphics cards, as well as Xboxes that were donated by Microsoft, and a giant screen and an observation area, and then a room that we're currently building a production area in that we're going to be able to actually do tournaments and events out of. So that's free to use, right? All USO services are free to use for our service members, and it's right across the road from the barracks, so they can just go in there and have a little LAN party if they want, or set up their own tournaments. So it's anything from a snack pack to a full PC bang at this point.
yeah, amazing way for service members to unwind. Exactly. After a long day of work, go set up a Halo tournament or something, and you just
Yeah,
go
Mm.
to town.
please do. I love that. I love hearing stories where it's just like, yeah, we had 8 Marines come in and they just set up there in Halo 4v4. And I'm like, yes, like yes, you make me want to re-enlist right now. Like, let's do it. Yes.
That's
Ah,
incredible. Wow. That's how you know your donations, chat. You know, you fundraising with your communities, you're making an impact to these service members and they're very appreciative. You know, they need that time to unwind and get away. You know, they have a pretty difficult job, you know, very serious job. So for them to be able to unwind is amazing. And thanks to USO for doing God's work. So thank you for sharing, Ian.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Man, I'm just I wanted to go to the Navy out of high school, but I was like, no, it's not for me. But now I'm like, let me get back into there, see what I can do. It's always at the back of my mind. I'm like, maybe you should have did it just to have that experience, you know. But I love hearing stories from everybody and all their hard work that they've done. So that's really cool. So thank you, Anne, again. And we're gonna go to Jimmy here because Jimmy is a powerhouse fundraising for USO, an individual
Yeah.
that utilizes their community to support our service members. So, Jimmy, I wanted to ask you, you know, what inspires you the most to fundraise for USO with your community?
just the people involved behind it. I mean, between Yaki and I mean, he's in the chat. Ted himself was, as I said, the mastermind behind a lot of this. Um, they put together just a team of people that just want to help. Like, there's no other way to describe them besides people that care and want to help. And so these are people that will come out all hours of the night, all hours of the day, bring their own communities and their own style to it. Each and every one of them. And so what makes me want to fundraise with them is just the feeling of accomplishment I get. Like, I'll do it any time of the week. This is the third one we've done, and they keep getting bigger and more elaborate and amazing. Uh, so you have just incredible people behind it, like Tragic Loss. She is the technical wizard at wargaming. They put their own stuff behind it. Then you have the, I don't want to call them the Three Stooges, but the three of the funniest guys I know. 13 Disciple, Talk to Me Goose, and Damien's Gaming, and they put on a whole production show every time we do one of these, and it just gets, between Goose wearing tons of shirts or covering them in stickers or rolling in the snow. Um, Sophie, who is a genuine tank nerd. I don't know what else to describe her. She's a massive tank nerd. Like, she
I'm pretty
loves
sure her Twitter bio says tank nerd, so I think you're okay
yeah.
with that one. Yeah.
She is huge tank nerd. And then you got people like me. Like, I am truthfully out of the group. I am one of the smaller of the creators, but I'll do it all just the same because it's
Yeah,
wonderful. Uh,
exactly.
but it's just a huge group of people that come together, and the people that picked it out, you know, uh, they just knew how to work us together. So we make a great team, and the community loves doing it because the World of Tanks community attracts so many veterans, and just the concept of, like, hey, we want to give back to the communities that we were all part of at some point, resounds with everybody. So you have people will come out of the woodworks and just blow you away with just ridiculous amounts of generosity. Like, what is this? Where is this coming from? So
Yeah.
Can't
We there
relate. Can't
there
relate.
there there have been some incredible moments and incredible donations that have come up through the World of Tanks community. You had you mentioned Talk to Me Goose. I also, just the record, Jimmy, the minute you said Three Stooges, I knew exactly. I was like, I know what you're talking about, like immediately.
well, I didn't want it to be derogatory. They're
No,
not Three Stooges in a bad way.
no, they are three characters and comedians that come together and they have incredible synergy. But when you have Talk to Me Goose, who he went and got 3 boxes of dried crickets, and he said, I will eat a cricket for $100 donation. And
Oh,
there were 9 crickets in a box. He said, I'll eat 1 cricket for $100, or I eat a whole box of 9 at once if you give me a single $1,000 donation. And it's like, no one's gonna give $1,000 to watch a Canadian eat crickets on Twitch, except someone donated $1,000 twice.
Someone did right
Twice.
away.
Yeah, like instantly, and it was like, oh no. And then there was moments, where Sophie is up at she's an American, but she's overseas traveling and was streaming, and it was like 4 a.m. her time while she was streaming, and she said she had 5 minutes left in her stream, and she said, "Yeah, guys, joking, like kind of jokingly, yeah, if you donate $1,000 right now, I'll go for another hour." And someone donated $1,000 for an hour, right? Which is like more than lawyers get paid, right? $1,000 an hour, like absolutely incredible. And I was just blown away by that generosity. And it's really nice to see the comments in the Tiltify donations that are saying I served, or I remember my time with the USO, or just different stories. And it's nice to see that community of veterans or even currently serving that are donating, that are giving back to the current generation of military that are going through. It's always an incredible feeling to see it.
Wow. Yeah, the World of Tanks community impacts USO so much. That community, yeah, a powerhouse.
Hmm.
A powerhouse. And I was just telling Jimmy, I'm like, you got to tell me like what does World of Tanks, like what is it? I know there's tanks involved and that's all I know. So, we're going to have Jimmy tell everybody, what is World of Tanks?
World of Tanks is a competitive PvP arcade shooter where you drive not World of Tanks, where you drive tanks, 15v15. And so there's no story, but it like they try and get like nice historical models in the game and get I wouldn't say they stick to historical accuracy, but they do the best they can to keep it competitive at the same time. And so
Mhm.
usually you have you kind of progression, you just fighting other people, and so a lot of history buffs get really big into it. And at the same time, it's each tank is almost kind of like a hero. Like if you think like a hero shooter, it's got different stats and all to it. And
Mhm.
I've always enjoyed it, but it's got a very steep learning curve. And I think that sometimes makes people bounce off of it a little bit. But I've been playing it since 2014. Actually, a fellow service member got me into it years ago while we were deployed.
I didn't know it was 15v15.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Holy
it's
moly.
I don't play it. I owe a couple people some matches. I told them I'd play with them, and I installed it on my PC. It's in there, so if you're listening, it's on my PC and it's updated. The thing that I find fascinating about it is it kind of reminds me almost like a MOBA, like a League of Legends or a Dota or a
Almost.
Smite,
Mhm.
just because of there's so much like not in-game knowledge that's ingrained where you'll see them, their tank and their perspective, and they'll drive up a hill and they'll see an outline of a tank like 10 miles away, and it fires a shot at them, and they go, "Oh yeah, that's an Abrams through." I'm like, "How do you know? Instantly they know they're like Pershing," and I'm like, "What?" How, but it's the same thing as when you watch a league and you just know instantly, oh, that's Timo, right? Or Smite or
Yeah.
Thor, it's the same concept. So it blows my mind the institutional knowledge that this player base has and the dedication to memorize like hundreds of tanks and variants and armor stats and types of ammo and all these things, and it's super fascinating, and it's really cool to see a passionate, dedicated community like that. I love to see that.
I love it
I
too.
think
Yeah.
I think
Wow.
that's debatable, 13, whether you'd call it a shooter or a strategy. I mean, both could be true.
Yeah,
13,
both.
13 corrected me saying it's not a shooter, it's a strategy. He's not wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong either.
Yeah,
I don't think you are either. I think it could classify as both
it's a
100%.
shooter strategy. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just catching up on track.
Hmm.
The PC Patty Brow was epic. The Unibrow was epic. What am
Yes.
I missing here, Jimmy?
PC Patty was another one of the great streamers who gave her time to come out and help us out. And one of the things during her stream, which will now forever be referred to as the Patty Brow, she basically connected her eyebrows together with what was it? Was it a mascara or I don't remember which, but it is forever known as the Patty Brow now. If-
Well, Patty, I think you need to share a picture with the community. Don't forget, because I
oh,
want to
it's
see that.
out there.
Oh, it's out there.
Yeah. They're not going to let her forget. No. But the for the
Patty, we
record,
want the link.
Patty, the USO appreciates your sacrifice. So thank you.
Exactly. Yes.
We have a clip, says B Ted.
Yeah.
Okay, B Ted. this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to permit you, okay? And you drop that link right now because I need to see it. I
Poor
want to see the
Patty.
patty brow. I want to
Poor
see the
Patty.
impact of the patty brow right now. That's awesome. Well, geez, wow, USO is amazing. And I didn't know much about, the organization until the last couple weeks. I've been, looking at the Play It Forward event and everything and people coming together within the World of Tanks community and fundraising. Can you tell us a little bit about the Play It Forward event, Ian, that happens every year in May,
Yeah.
correct?
Well, so yes and no. So
Yes or no?
Operation
Okay.
Play It Forward is um it is technically a year-long fundraiser, right? The Tiltify
Okay.
campaign is open all year long. However, at certain months, normally in May and then in the fall, October, November timeframe, we have a big charity drive and a big push to get people involved in the campaign. And we do that obviously through marketing, but we have one of our corporate partners will come in and they'll actually match donations for that month or for a time frame. So, for example, this past May, this current May that's currently going on, and this World of Tanks fundraiser, and the past three World of Tanks fundraisers actually, has been Coca-Cola, and so Coca-Cola has actually come in and agreed to match all donations up to a certain dollar amount, and Coca-Cola is not stingy; they will always give that match, and so this month is currently $100,000, and
Ooh.
so the World of Tanks, this recent World of Tanks fundraiser, raised a little north of 45, give or take 45,000, and so that's actually $90,000 that's been raised thanks to Coca-Cola's match and the World of Tanks community. And we were actually doing some back of the napkin math today, and I think the World of Tanks community as a whole has raised like 123,000, give or take, and then Coke has matched all of those, so really we're well north of $200,000 that has been given to the USO, uh, uh, close to a quarter of a million actually, which is an even better way of saying it. Thanks to USO and thanks to World Tanks and Coca Cola. Um, so Operation Play It Forward is that year long campaign, but we have those really strategic months that we want to push donors to and really push the USO message. And anyone listening or anyone who's interested, you are more than welcome to fundraise whenever you want for the USO. But obviously, it can have a greater impact when we have a corporate partner that agrees to match. And so corporate partner through the end of May. So there's still a few days left, and Memorial Day is coming up, which I know a lot of people do like to fundraise around. And then we'll have another fundraiser in around October, November that we'll announce later. But if for some reason you want to fundraise in June or you want to fundraise around the 4th of July because you're feeling certainly patriotic, we will happily take your donations and happily support you in that process. So if you're interested, you can join USO Discord, and we have instructions on how to fundraise for us. It's discord.gg/the USO. You can look for me in there. You can look for our fundraising person, but we will happily work with you and help you get your fundraiser set up.
Awesome. I love that you have a Discord server to help people get set up. And I was just going to ask you, like, hey, what advice would you give somebody that wants to fundraise for you? But they can join a Discord and ask questions there. So if you
Yeah,
want to start your first fundraiser, join a Discord, ask questions, go bug Ian,
yeah, no,
go bug
please,
him.
please come and bug me. Like it will not bug me.
Yes.
You will never bug me if you want to fundraise for the USO. I promise. You will never bug me if you want to talk to me about just the USO in general. I promise. And um, please do. I would say the question of what do I do if I want to fundraise? The first part of that is join the USO Discord and just help get set up. And then the second part is get in there and ask other fundraisers because we have people who are identified with a role of a fundraiser. Ask them what they've done to be successful, right? Because everyone has different vibes and styles to their streams, and not everyone can't eat crickets on stream for money. Unfortunately, I wish you could, or we'd raise $1 million in a day. But certain people can, right? But other people might have in-game challenges, or they might just have a different style, and ask around and kind of get some ideas that maybe fits with your vibe and your stream that you're trying to curate, and then go from there. But so join the Discord and then ask the streaming veterans and fundraising veterans what they do.
Exactly. And we're gonna ask one of those streaming pros, Jimmy, what fun things have they done with their fundraisers for USO?
I think this last one, for mine during this last one, we decided we were going to lift weights for every $50 mark
Oh,
that came in. And so in mine this time, for every time I had a separate camera set up downstairs in the garage. And so for every time we hit a $50 mark, we would go down and lift, do one rep or one lift of 315 pounds. I think
Phew.
we've finished out the last one with 400 pounds.
Yeah, go the extra mile, right? And that is something too. I'm definitely not suggesting that everyone go and lift 315 pounds. You are
No,
not absolute
be
monsters like
do
Jimmy is. You will die. Don't do it.
do it safely, but
Uh,
do things that are fun
yeah,
and that
do things
people
that are
want to see.
and something like the fact that you went and set up an extra camera right as part of the broadcast is going that extra mile and is
yeah.
it's not feasible for everyone, but if you have that ability, take an extra few minutes, half hour out of your day to get that set up can have a huge impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
so
I think
sorry.
fundraising is just all about having fun. Okay. Of course, every single dollar amount you fundraise is impactful. Every dollar you fundraise, of course. But it's all about having fun with your community and creating those memories about supporting a cause that you're passionate about. So, Jimmy decided to do some weightlifting because he's passionate about USO. So that's cool. You probably won't see me doing that because I have spaghetti arms, but you might find me doing Just Dance one day. Beat Saber, gaming,
Oh,
cooking,
I love Beat Saber.
Hmm.
Oh, Beat Saber's a good one. Good workout. Good workout game, y'all. And off topic, boxing VR on Steam, you're gonna sweat.
Yeah,
Okay.
good to
Full
know.
body workout. Yes, it's so good.
Good to know.
I
Yes,
mean, that's
yes.
it.
It's
Maybe
about
maybe with the right donation, you just turn on Tyson mode and just get the crap kicked out of you.
I like that plan. That's again.
That's
There we
that's
go.
not a
yes.
bad one right
That's
there.
actually a really good one. Yeah.
Welcome in everybody that's new to the stream. Hi, Quinetic. Hello, hello. We got Goose in here. Damien. I said hello earlier, but want to say hi as well. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Yep, you can't spell fundraiser without fun. Exactly. Exactly. I promote that, promote that with all my fundraisers. Let's just have fun. I'm coming up with all these goofy milestones and polls just to make it a fun experience. So that's what it's all about.
That's something I've struggled with is trying to find a different number of things that I can do around the house that it's like people want to see or something that'll just bring something extra besides me just sitting here and talking. I know some of the people in the stream might want to like, hey Jimmy, tell us about some times overseas, and it didn't work for a good while milestone for me. But there's different things like well, there's what else? Goose, I think Goose always has a makeup stream on his.
Hmm.
Some there's always Goose always comes out looking like your worst date, but
Or your best date,
or
because
your best date.
so
Wow.
Goose shaved his head or he shaved a mohawk
Oh,
and
that's
like
right. He
I'm
did a
gonna be hon-
mohawk in this one.
I'm saying this on the Tiltify stream in front of Beathead, Quinetic, Damien's 13, Jimmy, this whole World of Tanks community that's watching. Goose looks good with a mohawk, and he should keep it. Like he was like, look how dumb I look, and I was like, you look sick, dude. Like you look awesome. Like keep that mohawk for real. He looks awesome. So I'm saying it in public. Everyone knows I stand by those words. He looks good. He was like, I can't believe I did this, and I'm like, I would have done it sooner, dude. Like you got money out of it. You look
He
great.
looks good, yeah.
He looks good.
Quinetic, he had a cool one. He put everybody that donated a certain amount. He usually makes a mask on his stream. He has a couple of different masks, and he'll paint them and then end up sealing them. And everybody that donated a certain amount, he put their name on the mask and then sent it up. Did we give it away, or get it sent to? Did he send it to you guys?
I think he gave it away. I think he gave it away
That's
to a viewer. I'm pretty sure.
hmm
That's so
But yeah,
cool.
yeah, and that was his unique thing he did. And Damien loves he absolutely hates
loves
cheese.
cheese.
Yeah, I was gonna say loves, but I really need to make it clear he does not love. He absolutely hates cheese, and he agreed.
Really?
He agreed to eat a
He's
grilled
a
cheese
cheese phobe.
sandwich. Yeah, he agreed to eat a grilled cheese sandwich for a certain dollar threshold that he didn't think that they would hit. But spoiler alert, he's chowing down on some grilled cheese.
That was an entertaining, if
Wow,
not
you're the first
terrible thing to
person.
watch.
First person that I know that doesn't like cheese.
He hates it.
Yeah.
Absolutely hates it.
So it's
Really?
those little things that you might be like, oh, I have absolutely nothing I can offer as a fundraiser. Do you hate cheese? Do you hate a certain thing that you wouldn't want to normally eat? Change that on camera for money.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And Jimmy, I wanted to tell you, I don't know if you heard of crowd control, but crowd control is amazing. You can play a game that's just way out of, field, like Minecraft. I don't know if you play Minecraft, but play Minecraft, you use crowd control for fundraising. I'm telling you right now, your chat is going to have a field day. They can spawn skeletons on you, creepers, everything. Crowd control literally changes your game. And when they donate, they can choose how to, either help your game, buff your game, or nerf it. So
I
crowd
feel like I've
control,
seen people use crowd control playing
yes.
possibly Tarkov, and I think people troll. Or is it different?
Tarkov,
Something similar to it?
probably. I don't think Tarkov is on crowd control. It might be another program,
Mm.
but crowd control, they have Dark Souls 3, Dark
Oh
Souls
no.
2. I've done it. Um, it's very fun.
Fun for
Very
who?
fun. Fun for the cause. It is
And
for
how
charity.
and how do we spell fundraiser? Fun.
No, it's actually a blast because they can enlarge your head and you can't see anything. They can make you invisible. Oh my gosh, they can make your health 1 HP when that
Oh
game is
no.
already hard as
Yeah.
heck.
Basically already
Yeah,
1 HP at
super
all
fun.
times, so
Yes. They have Celeste. I don't know if you heard of Celeste before.
Hmm.
And all the games you can play on emulators, so all the old school games too. So if you ever want to
Give
try
that a
crowd
shot.
control, if you don't want to eat any nasty beans or eat a cricket, you could just, use crowd control. It makes it fun. So, and it's
Keeps you
free to
from brushing
use.
your teeth. You need less
Have you
mouthwash for crowd
have you ate
control.
a cricket before, Jimmy? I'm curious.
No, no.
No?
Unless I was little, I haven't eaten crickets. I've eaten grubs, not crickets.
I'm just curious about the texture. I know they said it's crunchy in chat. I'm just
oh,
They're crunchy, and you can't
going
get
off
all
the
the.
Goose ASMR vibes that we got from his stream. Yeah, they're crunchy. Yeah,
ASMR. Oh
he
no.
leaned into the mic for those mouthful of crickets. Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, he spent quite a while picking the legs out afterward.
Yeah, that's you. For charity, again, for the USO, and we really
For
appreciate it.
charity.
Thank you.
Woo. Mm. I ate oh gosh, I can't think of what they're called on a pizza. The little fishies,
And what, anchovies?
Sardines,
Sardines?
anchovies.
Anchovies? Well, same thing,
anchovies.
right? Basically. Like,
Yeah, I did that for charity.
see?
Yeah, that's the max I'll do, I think. That was pretty bad.
But you have to think, if for would you do it if you knew that for $2,000, actually for $4,000, thanks to Coca-Cola, a charity would get $4,000 if all you had to
Worth,
do was eat a mouthful of crickets. Worth it, right?
worth,
Hmm.
There you
worth.
go. See?
Yep. Um, yeah, just take care of yourself. No self harm, and I'm saying this from experience.
Yeah, Goose.
Devil's hot sauce. Don't do a full tablespoon of devil's hot sauce for $1,000, because if you can't handle it, don't do it.
I believe they did the
Me,
devil's
couldn't
toe
handle it.
before.
I couldn't handle it, but I did it for $1,000 donation. Teaspoon of devil's hot sauce that I got from Amazon.
Oh
I
no!
was on intermission for a very long time after that.
Lots of milk. So
Milk and
much milk.
bread, everything. I'm like, nothing's working. Jimmy, I swear it was. I don't recommend it. That's all I'm gonna say. I was very sick, so do things that you can handle. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say because my tummy was hurting. I had a very bad
Oh,
tummy ache, but worth it. Worth it
take
for one time. Not
just
again though.
once.
Just once. Now I'm thinking about crickets. I just want to do it for the experience.
Or
Just
for
one
charity.
cricket for charity. and
Ash,
only
if you
from
want to
charity.
fundraise for the USO, like I can help you get set up. Just join the Discord.
Oh,
We'll
can
make it
you?
happen. Yeah.
Can you show me how to get set up on Tiltify? I've never used Tiltify before.
I certainly can. Yes. First step is to join discord.gg/USO, and then I will walk you through it step by step of how to set up a
Thank
Tiltify
you.
account
Thank you
and use
so
all the
much. I've
fancy
heard a lot.
Tiltify overlays and notifications. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Take my job. Where's my imaginary badge? Where is it? Here you go.
I don't want your job. I just want a streaming fundraiser. That's all I want is a stream. I just want to stream. That's all I need.
But yeah, now that we've been talking for a little bit, I'm feeling inspired to support USO because I'm all about kids and families, and I love again that is really really a part of the core mission of USO and keeping them connected. So that's amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
I really do. Like, yeah, kids. That's my heart. That's my heart. I worked in healthcare before, and I was working in the pediatric, department. So yeah, I love my kids. I love babies. I care about them more. Youth is very important. So
I
I
know.
could
I just
talk
got
all
a new
day about
godson
kids.
the other week.
Did
Oh,
you?
Yeah, my
Wow.
my god family. I'm not sure what to call them. My wife and I are godparents to a family. In the last year, they've adopted two sons, and one's a newborn.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
Oh, thank you. I'm terrified
yes.
because if I
Yeah.
actually have to be parents to these god kids, I don't have any of my own. It's terrifying.
Well, yeah, like I said, kids, that's my jam. If I live near any of y'all, you need a babysitter, I got you. Okay. Just hit me up. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, Ian, working within the gaming industry now and, working with the World of Tanks community, how does it feel to have such, a dominant force behind this game community with, USO? How does it feel to be in that space?
It's fantastic. It's really nice to see on one end of the spectrum the developers working with Microsoft and talking to people at Riot and Activision and all these companies that are just like yes, we want to support you, we want to help you in your mission, is super encouraging. And then on the other end of like just the community, right, the all these people that are coming out of the woodwork, the fundraisers themselves, people like Jimmy who are like of my day and I want to support the USO's mission, and do this, and then his community who are going, I want to support it, here are my dollars, right? I mean, it's absolutely incredible that, like I said, over three campaigns, this one community of incredibly passionate, dedicated, and giving people has raised, with the support of Coke, almost $250,000, right? And that's I mean, that's it's absolutely mind-blowing that before a few years ago, this was a completely untapped group of people that the USO hadn't gone after. And it's so wonderful to know that they're out there supporting the USO's mission. And if they don't know about the USO, it's really awesome that we're getting to spread our mission to them and say, we've been doing this for 81 years. Please come be part of it. And they are. They're obviously showing up in droves to do it. And so it's absolutely fantastic.
I can imagine you waking up every day and just feel fulfilled with your role in this industry.
Most of
It's
the time, unless
incredible.
I know there's spreadsheets in the future, in which case I'm not like
Is there a meeting that could
those
have been an
days.
email?
Yeah. The when I wake up and I've got like a 9 a.m. meeting on a Monday, I'm like, I'm not fulfilled. So I'm gonna like, yeah. But no, yes, 99.9% of the time I am. It's I will look around and I'm like, this is crazy. This is my job. It's awesome.
With your role right now at USO, um, is kind of a cool question, I think. I don't even know if you thought about this. Are there any more roles you would like to move up in, if that makes sense?
I want my
If you
boss's
could
job.
create
I'm just kidding. I think my boss is
oh,
watching, so I'm trolling
oh,
him.
He's coming for you,
No,
Fletch.
yeah, no. Honestly, no. There's genuinely not. I tell my my boss and my boss's boss this all the time. Like, I I obviously want to grow and professionally and personally, but like you'd have to another company would have to offer me an insane amount of money that like they shouldn't reasonably be offering anyone to leave the USO. And that's how I feel about leaving the USO, and that's how I feel about moving up in my position right now, is that we've started something absolutely incredible because the gaming program is only really less than 2 years old. And
Yeah.
so and so we've started something, we're growing it, we're building it, and I'm incredibly proud to be part of it. And I love having the influence that I have where I have it. And so I, as of right now, no, I absolutely adore doing this. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here. I want to keep working with this incredible community, the World of Tanks community, the USO community of service members, veterans, families, supporters, and then any other communities that want to come work with us. It's absolutely fantastic. So no, I don't want to go anywhere. I love this.
Ian's like, no, I don't want to go
Nah,
nowhere.
nah.
I love
It's
it.
it's it's that scene in Wolf of Wall Street with Leo screaming into the microphone, like
I'm not
I'm not
leaving.
going anywhere. Like I'm not like you have to drag me out of here. It's not happening. So yeah, I'm not going nowhere.
Yaki and Fudge make a huge difference at the USO. Are those your bosses, Ian?
So Fletch is the director of global gaming operations. So that's my boss. Who I think he's in
Nice.
chat watching, and so that's why I'm gonna troll him a little bit. But yeah, he's a great dude. Has a ton of experience in the esports industry, and so I've learned a lot from him. And when he joined, he knew nothing about the military, so I've taught him all that. He's
Mhm.
taught me all the things about the gaming world, and we've created something really special, and it's been really fun to watch it grow and keep going.
That's awesome. Sorry, losing my voice there. I haven't even been talking that much. That's super cool. Well, I'm loving everything you told us about your role so far, Ian. So keep up the amazing work.
Thanks.
And I'm so happy we got to connect today and hear a little about, USO and your role more. So thank you. And Jimmy, I got a question for you, Jimmy.
What you got?
Ready? So, you've been fundraising with us, the
Mhm.
Tiltify platform for USO. Now, how has your experience been using the platform? Good or bad? You can be
Good.
honest. Good.
It's been I really enjoy it. One of the things I've always liked is the ability, little live button to turn on and see last person that donated and what they said. And
Mhm.
that's always been something really cool. I've been like, this is great because normally sometimes your alerts don't work. Not your alerts. Sometimes the alerts you've set up don't work in OBS or something, and it'll
Yeah.
be a little wonky. But being able to see what someone's saying and actually get down to it, and then like just the one landing page, you don't have to go through a whole lot of extra links, and then you can get as in depth with it as you need to, and it's a great platform that honestly I've used for more than just the USO for a lot of years.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, forgive me.
I always encourage creators. Like I'm selfish. I want you to fundraise for the USO, but if you have time, go support other charities. Charity work is very important. Just support me
Yep.
first. And I would say on the other end of the Tiltify, as a user, right, as a donor, because I've donated to the World of Tanks campaign because they motivate and excite me, and
Yeah.
I like to watch goosey crickets. Um,
Who doesn't?
it's yeah, right. It's incredibly easy to donate on Tiltify. I've donated with other platforms before, and it's like click through this page and click through this page and scroll through here and check this box and sign away your firstborn. And then Tiltify is I have PayPal set up, so it's like click done.
Done.
Which sometimes
Yeah.
can be dangerous because I'm just like throw more money at the screen. But it's incredibly easy to use as a supporter. So it's a good platform.
Yeah. It's so easy and fast. Half the time I'm never logged in when I'm donating. I'm like, oh, I wasn't logged in for that. Okay. But just a heads up, if you're not logged in for your donations, you can reclaim your donations with your email. Don't know if you knew about that, but you can. And I reclaimed like 100 different donations I made to my friends' campaigns because I wasn't logged in. Because you're like, you're just, you're hyper. You have that adrenaline. You're like, I need to donate right now. You know, they do that call to action. They're like, we
Mhm.
have 5 more minutes left of our stream and we need to hit this goal. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. You know, you're just you're throwing in those dollars over and over. So you can reclaim your donations in your account settings. One. Two, Jimmy, I don't know if you heard about our digital fitness tracker that
I have
just
not.
released last week. Yes, since you know you do your heavy lifting and stuff, you might want to check that out. So we have a blog post about it. So that might, you know,
I will
make
definitely be
your
checking that out.
fundraiser even more fun, you know, keeping track of all the exercising you're doing. So it's really cool. So
I
take a
know
look
Goose
at
loves squats, so I'm sure I'll
it. Ooh,
get him and me hooked up on that.
yeah, I've done that too. Woo! Thinking about that pain right now. I'm like, oh, I want to stand up and stretch again. Yes, we've all done the squats, the push-ups, the jumping jacks, everything. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. So yeah, everybody, you know, if you are into fitness and activity, check out our digital fitness and we have a YouTube video up about it. So, yeah. And Jamie, I'm giving you a very important task of
Hmm.
finding somebody for us to raid, okay? Since we're getting towards the end of our lovely stream.
I can
Jimmy's
do
like,
this.
"Okay. You got this. I know you do."
This I can do.
Okay, cool. Love it. But everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. We got to chat with Ian and Jimmy and get to know them a little bit better. So grateful for that. And thank you for hanging out in the Tiltify channel. If you have any questions, throw them in chat right now for any of us. We love to answer. Salty
I got it.
Sabbath is another part of the team who is in chat with us. Wow, the whole team is here.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
really
it.
nice to see
They come
the
out to
world
support.
the World of Tanks community rolls deep, and they come out and support each other. It's really
Hmm.
nice to
I
see.
see.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I love it. Maybe one of you beautiful individuals can teach me World of Tanks one of these days.
You gotta be careful what you ask for. They will do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean,
They will do it.
I'd rather learn from the pros. So, yep.
I saw that, Ted. I'm gonna check it out. So I got to figure it out. We're gonna do raid PC Patty. She was another person that
Yeah.
joined us for the
Oh, they
USO
just went
charity
live?
stream. She did, and she
There we
was
go.
a big proponent. It was her first time as part of this charity event, so it was really
Yeah.
awesome that she came out. And then maybe she can show you a link to the Patty Brow when you get.
Maybe we can
Ooh,
request a
cool.
special patty brow.
We can request the Patty Brow.
Yes. Let's do it. We got to come up with a raid message now. Hold on. I got this. You wait, chat. We want Patty Brown. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. All right, everybody, copy that raid message. Or hold on, I'm gonna say we want Patty Brow now. There
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
there you go.
There we go.
Get a little rhyme.
Yes.
That's good.
And everybody, we have our Control Plus Stream Kit extension where you can follow Twitch channels directly. We have Jimmy and his partner's channel up there and the USO channel. So make sure you follow both of their channels and keep up with them and their content. And there's been a lot of cool people live on a USO channel. So check it out. I checked out the VODs from a couple days ago. Really, really humble individuals. It's incredible. World of Tanks community. Y'all are OP. You
Yeah,
OP. I
they're
love it.
ridiculous. They're ridiculous in the best way possible.
In the best way possible. Yes.
I think the USO I think the official USO Twitch is about to participate in the Patty raid. I think the official USO Twitch wants to see the Patty brow. So
Yes, let's go. Let's go. And Ian, did you have any final thoughts with the community you wanted to share?
yeah, just an absolute big shout out to the World of Tanks community. So you know, Jimmy for being on here, talk about his end of it, B-Ted for organizing it, and then everyone in the chat. And I feel bad I'm not going to name everyone, but Quinetic, Damien's, 13, PC Patty was in there. Salty was in there. If I forgot someone, I'm sorry, but you know that all of you, I greatly appreciate all of you. The USO greatly appreciates all of you. And then a big shout out to Coca-Cola for matching these funds that have come in May and have come in these past fundraisers, these past months. And then shout out to Tiltify for having us on here and providing a great platform that lets us get these dollars.
Yes, and you'll definitely be on the stream again, Ian, because I will email you
Woo!
again for something, I'm sure. So look at your email. I'll be hitting you up again. But thank you so much for joining us, Ian. Thank you for sharing your knowledge as well. We really appreciate it.
Happy to do
Thank
it.
you. And Jimmy, did you have any last words for our community as well?
I'll get the other guys that were in there. So we had Warchild, Sophie Line, Old Man the Wise, Ominous Vixen, Salty Sabo, Ambo, and of course PC Patty. Um, my last words were I'm amazed. I've been a little bit far out of the community for a couple months now, and even coming back just to support, it's just nuts. I'm always surprised by how much World of Tanks does. Whether the community or the people behind World of Tanks, the NA team is incredible, and I love working with them, as well as B Ted, because some reason he keeps inviting me back.
Shout out to B, Ted, and everybody involved. You do amazing work and keep doing this amazing work to support our service members and their families. So thank you so much, everybody. Losing my voice, sorry. So remember, if you want to fundraise for USO, join a Discord. Is see if we can get that link again one more time. Join a Discord, chat with Ian and all the amazing other individuals in there, and get started with fundraising today. We hope you learned a lot today about the cause and you feel inspired to support and fundraise on Tiltify for them. So thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Izzy. Thank you. We're gonna go raid Patty. Remember, we want Patty Brow. Okay,
We
we want it.
want Patty Brow.
We want it right now, everybody. Okay, copy that raid message. Thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate your time and please stay safe out there. I know there's like some fire warnings everywhere. I know I'm having them around here in California. Be safe. It's crazy. It's crazy. Send you all my love. Of course, Ted. Ted, you seem so cool. I want to talk to you too.
Ted's the best.
Yeah, we need to chat, Ted. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much. And we'll be live again for our next stream on Thursday with Guardians Mental Health. So I will see y'all then. Have a good one. Bye, everybody.